Field where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First down throw, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Trey Burton. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Gets this to Firkser, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped immediately there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Firkser, the tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrynton Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A first down carry for Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Again to Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. He was taken at the 50-yard line. The 2-yard line brings up from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to throw again. Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Firkser. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the busy night for Henry continues. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run here with Evans. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Tannehill into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He's checking. Crash.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. There it goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Firkser. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Tannehill. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A check down here for Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Henry, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.